Hi everyone, this is Muhammad Amir Khan back with another video. In this video, I'm going to explain the usage of dates is valid keyword. Okay, so let's get started. I have created a scripted calculation view, all right, and used the keyword dates is valid. And in this video, I'll explain what is the usage of that keyword dates is valid. When can we use it? You can use this scenario as a reference for your interview. When it comes to a question where interviewer asks you about some real-time scenarios what you have faced. Okay, so this is somewhat interesting. So you can consider this as a reference. Okay, anyhow, so we know how to create a scripted calculation view. So I have just created it, and this is the code what I have written inside the scripted calculation view. So let me go back to the table which I'm referring to in this CV. So I have three columns in this table: T underscore DATS underscore is underscore valid. Okay, so it has serial number, date from, and date to. So here what you are seeing in date to is for some records, okay, for some rows you have some invalid date entered. Okay, so if you are entering YYYY and DD, so this is a valid date. Okay, so someone may be like inserting YY and DD in place of like so they may have entered DD and then so in the wrong format, that is what I mean. So instead of year YYYY, they have inserted date and month, or something like this example. So if they have entered incorrect date, okay. So what I want to show is I want to show as null or blanks in place of this invalid dates. Okay. So to do that, we can use dates is valid keyword and remove all the invalid dates and keep it blank in place of that. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm selecting the serial number, date from, and also I'm writing a case in which I'm writing dates is valid keyword and referring to date to field. Okay, date to column. Okay, so I'm saying if I have a valid date in this field, then mark it as one. Okay, so it will mark it as one. So when the date of this field is valid, then it will display me this statement, which is it will display me the date to field. Okay, so I'm converting into the date format, date data type. So that is the reason I have written it. I can also remove this one. So don't get confused because of this. Just I'm converting the format to the date format. Okay. Here I have 203230206. So when I compare into the date format, okay, what it will become is 1st of January 2023, like that. So I'll show that. Okay. So first it comes case when dates is valid, date 2 equal to 1. So whenever I have the valid date, that is YYYYMMDD, so it will go into this block and display you date 2 value, the value which is there in date 2 field, by converting into the date format. Okay, this is a keyword. If the date is not valid, which is the uh, if the date is not valid, which means if the date to field does not have YYYYMMDD format, so what it happens is it will go into the else part. If it is true, or if the date which is entered in date to field, if it is in YYYYMMDD format, so it will execute this block. It will display the value from date to. Okay. If not, if your date is not entered correctly in date to column, okay, which is not in the correct format, so it will go into the else block and it will display blank. Okay, if I say 0000, So which means it's a blank. So let me just preview the data and show you. So before that, I could also have been activate this CV. Anyhow, I'll activate it now. So let me see if there are any errors. So executed successfully. So I'm previewing the data. So see. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the date formats. Sorry, serial numbers. So since I have created S number as measure, so it's aggregating. Anyhow, so up till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's showing me the correct date. Okay, so see what I have said here is, let's go to serial number 1. Okay, so for date 2, so this is the date 2 underscore 01. Okay, date 2 underscore 01. So it is showing in the date format. So first record serial number 1. So it checks date 2 field. See here in the code. So what it is checking it. So S number date from is not a problem for us. It's displaying as it is from the source, from the table. S number and date from. Now we are coming to the date 201 field, which is like created with the help of case statement. So in this case statement or in this column, how I am filling the data is, I'm checking if date to field or date to column has a valid date in YYYYMMDD format. I'm checking that. So in serial number 1, what I'm doing is I'm checking date to it is in YYMM and DD format. Yes, it's there. So what it does is, uh, it if it is there in that format, so it will make it as 1 and it will execute this block. Okay, what it does is it will bring me the value from date to column and make it in the form data type date. Okay, so it's converting the data type to date. Okay, so I'm bringing the value from date to. So what is the value of date to? It is 23rd 6th of February 2023. Okay, 6th of February 2023. In the same way I'm doing for the other rows, other records. I'm checking if I have a valid date to. Okay, date to, if I have a valid value in it in YYDDMM format, so it will display me the same value in the date format. Okay, in the date data type. So for 6, okay, for 6 I do not have any date. Okay, I do not have any date. So what I'm doing is I'm uh, making it as a blank. So let me do one more thing. Uh, mm, should have been this and okay. So let me make it like this. Okay, it got failed. So one as counter. Okay, Counter. It's correct. Counter. Counter. Okay, so what I was telling is, so I have created a new field called as counter. So it's giving me all the records now till 10. All right. So I'm getting all the records till 10, and I'm getting date from as it is from the source table. And here I'm getting from 6 onwards, I'm not getting any values here. So but in source I have values for 8, 9, 10. I'm getting the values as blank here only because this format or the date entered here in to date for this records is not valid. Whenever it is not valid, what it is doing is it's going into the else part. So if it is, it's checking if the date is valid, yes. If it is, if it's checking if the date is valid for this particular column. So if it is true, if it is valid, which means if it is in MMDD format, year, month, and date format, so it satisfies the condition as like equal to 1, and it displays the value from date to in the date format. So I'm just making it as a date format. All right, with the help of, so if it is not in the correct format MMDD, so then it goes to the else part and it will display the blank 00, in the sense it's a blank value. Okay, so that is what it is doing. So you can refer this example in your interview and say that, so you have used or you are familiar with the concept dates is valid. So we had a requirement where we need to just make the invalid dates as blank. To do that, we have used this case statement and achieved it. Okay, so let's say you want some dummy date like 9999 as an year 0101, for example. So you can do that. So this date will be displayed wherever your date is invalid. Okay, so when I execute it, see, 1st of January 9999. So this is the logic, or this is the how we can use this. So if you want uh, the date to be displayed from date to field or some XYZ field, if it is a valid date, then you can do it this way. And if the date is not valid and if you want to do some dummy date, you can make it in the else part. Okay, so the same can be done in the table function also. So I'll quickly go to the table function what I have created instead of creating it from the scratch. So went to the modeling perspective, dates is valid, and this is the syntax as you have as you know, and I have created a lot of a video actually on table function, and I have several videos on table function, and I have explained it how to create it as well in one or two of my videos. So you can see, you can go to those videos and navigate and understand how to navigate and create a fresh table function. Anyhow, so I have used the same script here, same SQL statement, and I have created a table function. All right. So you can use the returns table and display all the field names what you have to display in the output. Here you have to define that, and here below to the return, you have to just write the definition. So once it is active, so completed, I can just display the data by calling the function with a select statement. See the same output, right? So here I have not converted the date to like to date, right? Here, see, I have not converted. Here what's happening here is dates is valid, to date equal to 1, then to date of date 2, else to date of. Okay, here it's displaying like this. Okay, y hyphen hyphen dd. Okay, wherever you have invalid date, it's making it as a blank. Okay, I think this video is helpful. You can just correlate to your project work or your activities, what you have, the development what you have done, and just prepare this example or this keyword also as a real-time scenario in your interview. That may help. Yeah, it's a good concept which I liked it and thought of sharing with you. So hope you like this video. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, you can post in the comment box. If you have any topics which I need to take it, you can also post it in the comment box so that I can just try to take them upon my availability, and which could be helpful for you. So hope this video was helpful for you. Thanks for watching it. Have a nice day. Bye bye.